From a very early age, I went to stage school. I was always performing. Then when I became a teenager, I rebelled. I didn't feel like I fit in, and I left home. I left school at 14. My family are Jewish. We were not religious at all, and I was really lost. Both my parents are agnostic, and they didn't believe in the religion. And in fact, I didn't even tell anyone that we were Jewish. It was almost like a shame. And I did look into Christianity, but I couldn't understand it at all. I couldn't understand how there could be three gods, but one God. I was around the music industry, and I was quickly around quite a lot of celebrities. The more I was working in those fields, and I ended up working in places like BBC One Extra, Kiss FM. I was doing quite big presenting on radio shows and hosting for really huge celebrities. So I would go out on stages with thousands in the audience. It was the glitz and the glam, but the reality of that is that and you look at them and they're doing their dream, and they have the cars and the money and everything that they would want, the success in their talent. So you would think that they are on top of the world and they found external happiness. And what I would find is in the after parties, majority of them, the same ones who you see smiling on the camera, were absolutely miserable. If I asked them, why are you not happy? You've got everything. They would say, I don't feel like I have it. I don't feel like I'm there yet. None of them felt like they were standing in the success. And I think I quickly concluded it's because they're not genuinely being themselves when they're on camera. They're having to be a persona. This one particular male celebrity, he almost looked like he'd given up on life. I think I was about 16 at the time, and I just remember he was screaming and telling me the devil was on top of him. I just remember thinking to myself, I don't want this life. When I was just turning 13 and my grandfather died, when he died, it was horrible, because when you don't have faith and someone dies and it's the end, I just remember feeling like there was a black hole over my head and I had no idea where's he gone. And I really started to look into faith, my heart. She told me, I'm a Muslim, and I was completely shocked. And I thought, you're throwing your life away. I really thought that she was throwing her life away, that her career would be over, that she wouldn't be able to do anything unless you're born into it. The people who call themselves the true Jews, they will tell you that you can only be Jewish if your mom's Jewish. And they truly believed that no one else could be a Jew. So I looked into Christianity. Again, my heart was always on monotheism. I couldn't understand how there could be three, but it's one. The main thing that really struck me was anyone can be a Muslim. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how many sins you've committed. And I just thought, this has to be the truth. And I would sit behind her and I would put my hands up and I would just say, God, please, if Islam is the truth, just guide me. And it was then that I had a dream, and this dream shook me to my core. It was illegal to be a Muslim, and I was a Muslim in the dream. A bunch of other people were in prison because we were Muslim. So we were locked up, and the prison was full of guards with huge guns, and it was really scary, really dark, run-down place. So I told everyone that we had to go and get changed, look like we weren't Muslim. And the guards, not realizing we're Muslim, and suddenly someone next to me says, Alhamdulillah, and the guard realizes that we're all Muslim, and he points his gun at me, this huge gun, and he points at me and he fires. Everyone around me starts to shout Allahu Akbar, and the bullet reverses and it goes back towards the breeze. Like a light, gentle breeze came and it picked us all up, all of the Muslims, and it lifted us up and took us over the fence. When I woke up and I told my friend about this dream, she started to cry, and she said to me, at the end of time, there will be a breeze that will come and save the souls and lift the souls of the Muslims. I was like, this is the truth. I'm not fighting this anymore. I could die tomorrow. I need to become a Muslim. And I don't even think it was a week before I took my Shahada. That my sister, who was 14 at the time, 1 month after I took my Shahada, mashallah tabarakallah, so I actually gave her a book called The Illustrated Guide to Islam, which explains the science behind Islam. So she took her Shahada, but she was very young. So I had to tell my mom that I was Muslim. My mom actually said to me, she cried so much, and she said to me, I would have rather you have told me you were a prostitute than a Muslim. Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim.